Welcome back to the Agentic AI podcast. We talk a lot here about the incredible productivity gains from generative and agentic AI, how it's revolutionizing enterprise automation.
Absolutely. It's a transformative technology.
But there's a flip side, right? That same power, that same accessibility, well, it's being weaponized. We're talking about AI fraud.
A very destructive mirror image, yes.
So today's deep dive is, I think, essential for anyone making security or investment decisions. Our goal here is to give you a really sharp, concise look at the 5 biggest AI fraud trends we're seeing as 2025 wraps up.
And these aren't just, interesting tech developments. They pose real threats.
Exactly. Existential threats to financial stability, corporate trust. We need to understand this.
And the urgency is definitely there. I mean, the scale is almost hard to grasp. We're seeing reports now indicating, get this, over half of all recorded fraud incidents involve AI tools and deepfakes.
Wow, over half. Let that sink in.
And for consumers, losses reported over $12.5 billion just in 2024.
$12.5 billion.
And the projections show at least a 25% jump heading into 2025, minimum.
Yeah. Okay.
You add that to the FBI, noting a 33% rise in internet crime losses from 23 to 24. It's clear this isn't some future issue.
No, it's happening right now. A multi-billion-dollar crisis moving at high speed.
That's the key, the speed.
Yeah, the velocity changes everything. We need to get past just the total cost figure and really dig into the specific mechanisms of these automated attacks.
Precisely. So let's start with the one that really captures the public imagination, I think, because it hits right at the core of trust. Trend 1. Hyper-realistic deepfakes.
Right. And the advancements here are frankly terrifying. Voice cloning, video impersonation, these tools are cheap now, they're fast, and scarily accurate.
Eerie precision is a good way to put it. Synthetic media designed to perfectly mimic executives, partners, even, family members.
And that ability to bypass verification just based on hearing a familiar voice, it's proving catastrophic.
Think about that infamous case, the real-world one, where scammers used AI to clone a CEO's voice.
Oh, yeah, I remember reading about this.
They then called the bank's security team and got them to authorize a single fraudulent transfer. $35 million.
$35 million, just like that. And it wasn't a phishing email, it was the voice.
Exactly. An automated trust bypass. What failed wasn't the firewall, it was the human procedure, the verification. The clone was just that convincing.
It overrode critical safeguards.
Right, and it scales down, too. It's not just big corporations. Think about those deepfake videos of, like, Elon Musk pushing fake crypto schemes.
You see those everywhere.
They contributed to over $200 million in losses. Just in Q1 of 2025 alone. It really democratizes high-stakes deception.
And the personalization makes it so effective, doesn't it? It's not random spam.
Not at all. Deepfake spear phishing, attacks aimed at specific high-value people, surged over 1,000% in the last decade. We saw 179 reported incidents just in Q1 2025.
1,000%.
And we really have to stress the audio part, too. Phishing, voice phishing. It gets less attention than the videos, but it's exploded. A 66% increase. The average loss is around $17,000 per incident. But in North America, between 2022 and 2023, deepfake fraud cases went up. Wait for it. 1,740%.
Hold on. 1,740%. That's not a rise. That's an explosion. What's driving that? Specifically in North America.
Well, the sources suggest it's mostly about accessibility, the tools to clone a voice. They're practically free online now.
So the barrier to entry is just gone.
Pretty much. Makes it easy for criminals targeting wealthy individuals or, maybe even worse, exploiting emotional connections. You hear your grandchild sounding like they're in trouble.
You panic?
Yeah.
You don't think clearly?
Exactly what the AI is engineered to exploit.
Okay, so that ability to automate deception, it goes beyond voice. If AI can mimic a voice writing a perfect email is easy. Which brings us to Trend 2, AI-powered phishing and business email compromise, BEC.
Right. And what's striking here is the jump in quality. Generative AI writes flawless, context-rich emails.
Yeah, no more obvious grammar mistakes or weird phrasing.
Exactly. Those traditional filters, they're becoming useless. The AI generates prose that's contextually perfect for the situation.
And the numbers back that up.
Oh, yeah. Reports suggest up to 83% of phishing emails were AI generated in 2025.
83%. That volume plus the quality. That changes everything for email defense.
It massively accelerates BEC scams. Business email compromise, where they impersonate an exec or a vendor to get an urgent wire transfer. Losses there have hit $2.7 billion annually. The average cost to a company for just one successful BEC attack, over $125,000.
Wow.
And studies showed 40% of BEC emails back in 2024 were already AI generated. The machine is definitely writing the demand letters now.
Okay, so automating the writing is step one. But what about automating the identity itself? That seems like the next logical step. Trend 3, synthetic identities and financial fraud.
This is genuinely the fastest growing crime area in banking and fintech, a huge concern for anyone in lending.
How does it work?
AI creates these incredibly convincing fake identities. It blends real but maybe disconnected details with completely fabricated ones.
So not just a fake name and address. These are like comprehensive digital ghosts.
That's a good way to put it. AI builds fake people with plausible digital footprints, often designed specifically to pass credit checks.
And because they're new?
They have no negative credit history. They look like ideal borrowers to a lender. They get the loan, maybe max out a credit card, and then just vanish.
Oof. The impact must be huge, especially in markets that rely on trust.
It is. We saw reports over 35% of UK businesses reported AI-related fraud in Q1 2025. That's up from just 10% the year before.
That's a massive jump, driven by this synthetic identity tech.
It seems directly tied to the scalability of generating these fake identities. Lending institutions are definitely hit hardest. These IDs are used for fraudulent loans, complex account takeovers. If you're still relying only on traditional credit checks, you're vulnerable.
Because the AI designed the identity specifically to pass those checks.
Precise.
Okay, moving from fake identities to fake interactions in real time. If AI can write a perfect email and mimic a voice, imagine plugging that into a fraudulent call center. Trend 4, AI and social engineering.
Yeah, social engineering preys on the human element.
Yeah.
Deception. Now, AI agents can simulate really sophisticated human-like conversations.
Powering scam call centers at scale.
Unbelievable scale. We saw these attacks nearly triple in 2025. The AI allows for real-time personalization that was just impossible before.
So the AI is like sitting next to the scammer, feeding them lines, or even making the call itself.
Both. And they can use AI for real-time translation, voice modulation,
Yeah.
makes the campaigns global and highly personalized at the same time. IBM had a great analogy. They called AI a hyper-efficient intern for attackers.
An intern that generates code, writes phishing content, powers campaigns faster than any human team could manage.
Exactly. And that idea, AI as this relentless force multiplier, brings us to the ultimate scaling problem. Trend 5, AI malware and automated fraud ecosystems.
This is where the agentic aspect gets really weaponized through automation, isn't it?
It is. And this is where it gets really interesting for enterprise defense strategies. We're seeing AI-written malware, known as polymorphic malware. It actually adapts its own code in real time.
Polymorphic malware, that's up 76%.
That's the figure. And think about what that means. Traditional antivirus looks for known signatures, right?
Yeah.
Known patterns of bad code.
Right.
But if the AI is constantly rewriting the malware's code, those signature defenses become essentially useless. You can't block what you've never seen before and what keeps changing.
Defense becomes impossible.
Extremely difficult, yes. And underpinning all this is the rise of autonomous agents powering these fraud marketplaces. It's solidified into what people call cybercrime as a service.
Yeah, criminals don't even need the tech skills anymore. They just subscribe.
Pretty much. They subscribe to an AI-powered ecosystem that handles the attack infrastructure, the malware generation, the target identification.
That fuels staggering losses in specific areas, I bet, like crypto.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
AI-powered crypto fraud saw surges of 498%. 498%.
Why crypto specifically?
Because AI is perfect for spotting and executing rapid arbitrage, scams, market manipulation across largely unregulated digital assets. It operates faster than human traders can react.
And that crypto fraud isn't just about losing digital coins, is it?
No, it's a foundational risk. The money generated funds bigger, more sophisticated operations, ransomware campaigns, major supply chain attacks. It all gets funded. The bottom line is AI is democratizing high-level crime, lowering the cost, maximizing the scale.
Okay, the threat is clearly moving at machine speed. The cost of not defending is escalating fast. So for the decision makers listening, we need to pivot. How do we counter this? What are the non-negotiable countermeasures?
Well, the imperative is clear. Traditional defenses, the signature-based stuff, the human-paced reviews, they just can't keep up anymore.
They're too slow.
Way too slow. If your defenses aren't operating at machine speed using AI themselves, you're already behind the curve.
So strategically, it boils down to needing fraud detection AI to counter fraud AI.
That's the core idea. Let's break down some actionable steps you need to be implementing, like yesterday.
Okay, let's do it, starting with deepfakes.
Multi-factor authentication, MFA, is absolutely non-negotiable for any high-value action. And not just any MFA. Biometric behavioral verification is key.
Proving it's really the person, not just someone with a password or even a cloned voice.
Exactly. And you also need specialized deepfake detection software. Stuff that analyzes micro-imperfections in audio or video that our eyes and ears miss, but AI can spot.
Got it. What about that flood of AI phishing and BEC emails?
You need advanced AI email filters. These don't just look for bad grammar, they use behavioral analytics. Does this sender usually ask for wire transfers? Is the context slightly off? That sort of thing.
And the human element?
Crucial. Mandatory, high-frequency employee phishing simulations. Awareness has to be constant because humans are still the weakest link, unfortunately.
Makes sense. And for those synthetic identities hitting the financial sector?
You have to go way beyond just checking documents. It means robust biometric towers. Know your customer, KYC processes. Confirming the physical identity.
Plus more data checks.
Comprehensive data cross-verification. Is this person real across multiple independent data sources? Not just on the digital footprint the AI might have built. It's about protecting loan portfolio integrity.
Right. And finally, strategic deployment. Where should companies focus their defensive AI investment? Why is it better than older systems?
Focus on specialized AI for fraud detection that uses behavioral analytics and anomaly spotting. Old systems look for known threats. These new systems establish a baseline of what's normal activity for a user or system.
And flag anything that deviates.
Exactly, even if it's a brand new attack method never seen before. This approach also significantly cuts down on false positives, sometimes by 50% or more.
Reducing false positives, that's a huge operational win for any security team listening.
Absolutely, and underpinning all of this, governance. You need strong governance frameworks immediately, clear policies on AI use, internal and external risk assessment. Without that structure, you're just reacting, and likely falling behind on compliance too.
So this whole deep dive really highlights that fundamental duality of AI, doesn't it? Incredible innovation tool, but also fueling revolutionary crime at unprecedented scale. These 5 trends, deepfakes, automated phishing, synthetic IDs, AI, social engineering, and those automated ecosystems, they demand immediate machine speed investment, AI detection, solid governance, constant awareness.
And if we pull back for a final thought, the sources make it clear. Autonomous agents are scaling the entire fraud supply chain, making sophisticated crime accessible to almost anyone.
Which raises a critical question for every leader listening.
Are your defenses actually architected for the speed and scalability that cybercrime as a service now offers? Or are you perhaps playing a game of catch-up against an automated future of fraud that's already here?
Something crucial to consider as you work to protect your organization's infrastructure.